This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Here's what I really need for this to go off.
Yeah.
I need a Braveheart type speech from Dennys. He needs to pump me up, man.
Well, if you want excitement and
Hype guy.
a rah-rah kind of guy, you found him.
But Kev, I need him to go 30 seconds deep.
Okay.
He's got a really... Denny's, a lot of people on Twitter calling me, a has-been.
Yeah.
Or never was.
I saw all the comments.
Oh,
Yeah.
all one of them.
We wrote half of them.
Yeah, some of them were submitted in-house. I'm kidding.
Those are the most hurtful, by the way. The in-house tweets are the most hurtful.
They're coming from inside the building.
Yeah.
I think you got this, man. Look at that. You can tackle. You've had worse situations you've been in. Now, you didn't win those, but they have been worse.
You failed those too.
But this one is doable.
Keep going.
In the extent that I think you could get almost all of it, and it probably won't be worth how you'll feel after, but in the moment, it's going to be worth everything.
Well, there you go.
So basically,
Then I get you fired up
you're
for this.
going for something that means nothing.
I don't know if you should do it.
He basically, you boil it down, this is a complete waste of time.
You just talked me out of doing this.
Dunkin' is the official coffee of the KVJ Show. America runs on Dunkin'. The KVJ Show is now live on 97.9 WRMF.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beat. So don't get her pissed. It's Jason. Talks like a spaz. And they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Welcome to the Thursday KVJ show. Good morning. Here we go, boy. We got a lot of stuff going on here today. We got Suits back. Oh, yeah. He doesn't look like he's trembling. That's good.
No, he said the Z-Pack did him right.
That's awesome. Glad to see that. Yeah, so Suits is on the mend. He's been ill the last 3 days, so he's back and strong. And so I guess we, in a swap, we traded him for Jbird.
No, I think Bird's Uber is running late.
Uber?
I pulled in and I was like, oh, wow, Jbird beat me here. His truck is here.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. He was drinking coquitos yesterday.
Oh,
He
yes.
didn't drive himself home.
That's
His
right.
truck just got left here from
Seems
yesterday.
so inconvenient.
Thank God he only lives 5 minutes from the radio station.
Yes.
He couldn't pull that crap if he lived in Tequesta.
No, probably not. No, probably not. So, okay, so we'll see if he gets here. Hopefully he makes it. I've been reading some stories about some troubles with some of those rideshare systems that are out there. I have to get to that here in a little bit. There was somebody that I guess the driver of Lyft dragged their passenger out and was beating him.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
It's pretty crazy. They started attacking her in the street.
What?
Yeah, apparently the woman says the whole thing started when she started playing a song from her phone and the driver demanded she turn it off and she's like, no.
Oh,
They started
Lord.
arguing. He said, I'm going to throw you out of the car. So she calls 911. Then they got this crazy video of the driver getting out of the car and opening the back door. Then he yanks a young woman from the seat behind him and starts dragging her out of the vehicle. Yeah, while tossing her stuff. Drivers in other cars saw it unfolding. A few people stopped to help.
See, I mean, your parents always told you don't get in a car with a stranger, but that's the whole business model of this service.
I know, right?
It's kind of weird that we get in a car with a stranger and we think everything's going to be cool. No.
Yeah.
There's
Things
going to be
happen.
problems. Not everybody's going to be cool.
Yeah. So then some other dudes, they stop and they start beating on the Lyft driver, and then the cops stop, and then the Lyft driver's the one who got charged for misdemeanor battery.
Good. He should.
Yeah.
I just took a lift here.
How was it, Pumpkin?
It was a struggle. It took forever. One canceled on me, and then this time in the morning's very tough.
Did they drag you out of the car, and did you start beating them?
No, I didn't. There wasn't a lot of talking either. It was one of those weird 6 o'clock morning Uber rides.
When it's dark and it's morning, you don't really want to have some deep combo.
No, and I had my guitar with me and accidentally hit his car right as I'm walking in, so that didn't really start it off on the right note.
Enjoy that ding. Sorry about the paint chip.
I'm like, well, I'm so sorry, and it got real quiet after that.
He's like, that son of a...
Yeah.
Yeah, and Uber, because you have all these kind of issues, they're apparently going to start recording audio during rides in the U.S. for safety reasons.
Oh.
They need to.
Yeah, they're going to let users opt in for trips and come with a warning that rides can be recorded. I know we talked about that before, about running video in there, because, yeah, if you are a driver, you might want to cover your own behind.
Well, there's that one story where that woman she was caught on video lying to the Uber driver about how she's going to take him down and she's going to say,
I'm going to say you hurt me sexually.
attacked me.
Yeah.
And all of this was caught on tape and she lost her job.
As she should.
If that wasn't on tape, that guy would have gone down.
Wow.
People are crazy.
People are crazy.
When you get in an Uber or a Lyft, just know people are crazy.
Yeah, the car pulled right up today. I didn't even ask him his name. I just jumped right in. It could have been anybody. You got to watch. Don't do it the way I do.
You don't ask him his name. You say, who are you picking up?
I don't do any. I just jumped in.
You make him tell you your name. He knows his name. Does he know your name?
I just jump right in. Don't ever ask anything. I'm the worst when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, it really is kind of a scary concept. There's a video that somebody had sent me on social media, a woman in Houston saying that they tried to kidnap her. Like, sex traffickers are now posing apparently as like some of these rideshare drivers, and just you get in and you ain't getting out, and they're going to drive you to whatever location, and then bam, you're on the sex trafficking trade.
That's
you imagine
why
if we lost Jbird to that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He's so sexy. He'd be at top dollar.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So, yeah, it's crazy stuff.
I don't do it. I haven't been doing Uber and Lyft that much because the experience has kind of gotten weird since I first started using the service.
Well, now you're getting the mass, coming in, and now all the, it started off and it's probably, new, and people with good intentions were in it, and now people are starting to think, I feel like there's a way we could be taking more advantage of this whole rideshare concept we have. Evil minds.
It gets weird, and it's a fine dance with the driver too, because sometimes when they're too quiet, it's almost serial killer like
Right.
they're thinking and plotting. But then if they're too talkative, you're like, all right, shut up, please.
There's a happy norm.
There is.
There's a happy middle ground.
I'd like to be a happy Norm. I think I would make a great Norm.
You would.
Yeah, I think I would.
You would.
Yeah, okay. I
can
thought
see
so.
that.
Yeah. Coming up here on the show, too, there's something I saw. I am so absorbed into that Nextdoor. I just...
I saw a fight break out yesterday in North Jupiter. Oh my gosh, Nextdoor, North Jupiter.
You got to get me that.
It's
yeah.
so good.
Oh, I saw something terrifying from my neighborhood. I'm going to share with you coming up.
How do I get on that? If I want to get updates, is there a way to get
I'll
like a
forward you
newsletter?
the email, and then I think you go to the website and then just put in your email address and you'll be on it.
Okay.
Yeah, it covers all our whole area. There's some... I mean, honestly, I love it, but I'm scared to death of my own neighborhood now.
Now I know too much.
Terrifying. There's so many salacious things happening. I thought I lived in the most peaceful and quiet area in all of South Florida.
Oh no.
You had that one story of that guy on Shaker Way doing something unspeakable,
Shaking, yes.
shaking his
Yeah.
what, and me and Denny swear
It was on Shaker.
We swear we seen a prime suspect the other day.
Yeah, a guy was a white dude in his 40s. He was shirtless, and he was on Shaker, shaking it.
We saw a guy that totally matched that description.
Yeah.
He was acting real squirrely too.
Yeah. So I'll get you on that, and I'll let you know what I was going to warn you about coming up here.
KVJ, dirt of the day. It's the KVJ, dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because we need that dirt of the day.
Well, coming up in a second, Ray J's got drama with his pregnant wife. What the heck is going on there? I'll tell you coming up in a second. Before we get into that, it looks like Meghan Trainor had her wisdom teeth taken out. I don't know if you guys saw that video, but it's making the rounds. She initially just went in to have one tooth pulled, but then the dentist said they all had to come out.
Do you have your wisdom teeth in?
I do not. I had all of mine pulled out in New York.
My dentist, one of my 9 dentists that I had, told me that I needed to get my wisdom teeth taken out, and they've never bothered me, and I've kept them in. They've never hurt me once.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of if it's not broke, don't fix it.
There's no need to go in there right now.
If it's not hurting you, why do they have to come out? Is it messing up your other teeth? Let me see. Are they crowding?
No, everything feels good. I'm afraid though if I
Virginia, the dentist, is going to give you a diagnosis.
And then she's going to completely critique my teeth, and it's going to be annoying and very hurtful.
Yeah.
So let's just go on.
We'll skip all that.
Go on.
We know where this is going. Yeah.
Let's talk about all the problems with your teeth.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I've had that too. And I'm like, I feel like my dentist is trying to talk me into doing it because it's like an oral surgery I'd have to pay for some reason. I'm like, no.
It's expensive.
Yeah. She's like, oh, you might get cysts later. I'm like, I'm fine.
And I've seen some people jacked up after they get their teeth taken out. I mean, they're down for the count.
Yeah.
The older you get, the worse it is.
That's what she says. That's why she's telling me to do it now. But I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of backloading everything. And I'm expecting the last 5 to 10 years of my life to be terrible. But I'm just pushing it all off.
I've accepted
It's not so great right now.
No, but I've accepted. I don't want any more anguish right now. But I know the last 10 years I'm going to be in misery. But yeah, I'm just waiting for that.
I've accepted that same fate.
I'm pushing it off. Pushing it off. I don't need to do this stuff now. I'm pushing it off.
Jussie Smollett is doubling down. Now, we told you that the city of Chicago is suing him for that $130,000 that they say they've spent to investigate his case, and they believe that it was a hoax perpetrated by Jussie. Now, he is countersuing the city, saying that they are maliciously prosecuting him and subjecting him to financial harm, humiliation, mental anguish, and extreme emotional distress.
Dude, just own it. Just own it.
Doesn't everybody know that he faked it?
Just take a little bit of accountability and own it. It'll go way quicker.
He's riding it all the way to the end.
He is. He's double downing.
Yeah.
He said he was beat up by a white guy, and then they pulled the two guys, and they're like, these guys aren't white.
Oh, it's the amount of evidence they have is ridiculous.
I hope that this gets settled quickly, because I hate to have to still keep telling you guys about it.
You don't really have to, honestly. I mean,
It's just another wrinkle. Now he's suing them. It's fascinating to me.
Old Juicy.
Got some balls on that kid.
juicy.
And Ray J finally has a little bit of drama in his personal life. His pregnant wife, Princess Love is her name, is accusing him of abandoning her and their 1-year-old daughter in Las Vegas. Now, it sounds like he left Vegas and left her behind, at least according to her, and then blocked her on social media and blocked her from calling him, and now they were stranded there in Vegas. But the day after he stranded them in Vegas, he posted a picture of them all together, hashtag family life, hashtag love, hashtag, like, what? Very bizarre. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day.
Did you miss a segment from the KVJ Show? Find it on kvjshow.com or soundcloud.com/KVJ Show.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jbird?
Well, it's official. I want to thank Vicious V for helping me book my trip to New Jersey / New York. And I want to thank the people for giving me such great suggestions when I go out there to New York, because I am trying to find good, delicious New York-style pizza. I've never had it. I've never had it fresh out of the oven. This is a very big moment for me. And I wanted to kind of pick your brain a little bit. I want to have a plan. How can you mentioned it yesterday, I want to bring doggy bags back to South Florida. Food from Little Italy, even food from Chinatown, New York food. How do I get it through TSA without it being a big deal?
So the best thing you can do is when you are at the restaurant, explain to your server, I want to pack this for travel. Can you put it in saran wrap? Can you double bag it? Can you make it so that this can travel in my checked bag and I don't have any issues? They have saran wrap. They have aluminum foil. They've got all kinds of layers of protection that they can put it in before you put it in your bag to make it safer.
I'm putting it in my book bag, and that's all I'm going to have on my shoulder. So I'm not doing a carry-on. Do I have to do a carry-on to make this happen? To get the pizza, lasagna, all that stuff back to South Florida.
And you may want to wait till you're up there and buy some sort of duffel bag.
Okay.
And then you can put your backpack in the duffel bag with the food and go through TSA.
I guess
with
my
it.
question is, when my bag goes through TSA, are they going to see lasagna and pizza slices and go, wait a minute, this guy's got illegal pizza?
As long as it's solid, I think you're good. If you try to bring through liquids is the problem.
All right. I still don't feel that confident with this plan. We'll work on this.
You can always buy a duffel bag up there and then check it and have it full of food. You don't have to take your food through TSA.
All right, I can check my food.
You can check a duffel bag. You can check any bag.
Yeah.
You can check your backpack.
I'm sure you know what. I went over yesterday with people who were flying with leftovers from Thanksgiving dinner. It's pretty much the same thing. If it's, anything you can squirt or anything that's liquid, you're going to need to put that in a bag. But anything that's a solid, the meats and things like that, you can actually do. Like we found your pie. You can take your pie, but the whipped cream has got to be stowed away.
So I leave on Monday. I come back on Thanksgiving night, which is a little... I think you said that the traveling's better.
I think it's going to be better for you because no one's going to be in the airports on Thanksgiving, right? You hope.
Kev, I am so excited to eat New York pizza.
Traveling on
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was cheaper than traveling, like, say, the day after or the day before. Those flights were more expensive.
People keep telling me I got to go to Harlem for the best pizza. They keep telling me I have to go to Brooklyn.
You're not going to Harlem. You're not going to Brooklyn. You're only going to be in Manhattan. So
I'm going to be in Manhattan.
If you try to go to Brooklyn or Harlem, it's going to be a pain in the rear.
Okay, so this is what we're working with.
Give him Manhattan suggestions, Midtown and below.
Little Italy area.
Don't give him anything in Times Square or in north of that. You want to be in one area. It's too big to take on in one day anything north of, I would say, Rockefeller Center. Everything has to be below Rockefeller.
I just want to wear a suit and then just say, hey, we're taking the L train down to 48th and 9th. I just want to say that in New York.
Yeah, you get a lot of looks.
I don't think the L train stops there.
Well, I just like saying L train. I like saying 48th and 9th.
Yeah.
I'm going to have my New York story finally.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I've got on my mind my Thanksgiving vlog. So I'm going to start doing it today. I know a lot of people have asked for the recipes for all the different stuff that we're going to be cooking this Thanksgiving. I've gone over the menu with Panda. He's approved it. So we have an extensive Thanksgiving menu.
So
I wrote out all the ingredients. I'm going to start with the shopping. I'm going to start with putting the ingredients out. So anybody who wants some fun new things to add to their Thanksgiving, I'm giving it to you today.
Okay.
you know it's going to be great? I'll be getting home late Thanksgiving night, next day, Friday leftovers. Please make sure you make some cool things for me.
You can absolutely have some leftovers.
I love it.
So, yeah, that next day, I don't really think I have anything going on.
I want to look at this menu, too. I want to see what's going on at the Snickies.
I mean, there's going to be 4 different types of potatoes.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
wow.
There's going to be cheesy potatoes that I'm going to cook inside the turkey. Advice from a listener that I loved.
So it'll be turkey / cheesy potatoes, kind of?
Yes. There's also going to be sweet potatoes. There's also going to be mashed potatoes. And then there's going to be a separate potatoes, like a au gratin creamy.
Oh, yeah, right?
Please leave
Then there's
it.
going to be corn pudding.
Oh,
Then there's going to be 2 different types of stuffing. Then there's going to be a green bean casserole. Panda wanted it. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of green bean casserole.
let the man have a dish.
I
mean,
am. I'm
geez.
giving
I
him
know,
the-
right?
I'm giving him that.
You dictator?
Now,
Yeah, I mean, all right.
anyone making you like
Do you
it?
like green bean casserole?
No, but if I'm hungry, like if I've been starving for about 24 hours, I'll eat anything at that time during Thanksgiving. 'Cause I'll try it.
I'm also going to make a creamed spinach, which is delicious. I prefer that if you're going to have greens to green beans.
You are making me so hungry. We got to do breakfast today. And we're not doing a diet. We can't do it. It's Thanksgiving week. We can't do it.
It's the holidays. I
Yes.
wouldn't take on any diet. Now, that's why everybody starts in January. It's
Thank you.
impossible.
Oh, I did bring you pumpkin soup, too. I made pumpkin soup from scratch.
Gosh.
It's the only pumpkin thing I've ever liked, Kevin. The sweet tomatoes is a very good pumpkin soup.
It's super sweet and super creamy. It is not keto friendly, Kevin.
Yeah,
But-
I know. I'm very limited.
Are you dropping the keto for Thanksgiving? Or are you still going to go strong on that?
Still doing it, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, still doing it.
There's
So,
the pumpkin soup.
I love when there's food here and it's not a challenge. I
Yeah.
can just enjoy it.
Right.
You can eat it like a human, like a regular person later.
Yeah, if you're trying to figure out what to cook and what to leave out, if you're like Virginia and going through this list, do I make a green bean casserole? Just so you know, in the state of Florida, cranberry sauce is the least popular Thanksgiving food item.
It's awful, Kevin.
Cranberry sauce. In fact, in most states, 17 states, it is the least and most hated Thanksgiving food.
I like it when it's homemade. I make it different. I cook down the cranberries in orange juice. I add like 3 or 4 cinnamon sticks.
You're still not winning me over,
brown
Virginia.
sugar.
Yeah, get out of here with this agenda of cranberry sauce. She's always done this, man.
I love cranberry. I know I've always done it. One day, I'll get you guys over.
I mean, only time cranberry ever is going to be going through this body is if I got a UTI.
We'll take care of that thing then.
You like cranberry vodkas?
I don't, actually. I drank them for so many years, and I realized all of a sudden I hate cranberry, and I really don't like vodka that much. Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
why I turned to whiskey.
Okay. So you're figuring things out.
Yes.
Good for you. They say green bean casserole is the least popular in 12 different states.
I get it.
A lot of people like it. And oddly enough, turkey and pumpkin pie are the most hated in 3 different states.
I do not like pumpkin pie. I feel like it is the poor man's apple.
It's like, to me, and the texture really throws me off.
It does. It's a slimy,
Yeah.
slug-like texture. You're
Yeah.
right.
I'm doing okay. I believe tomorrow we're going to get some Thanksgiving foods in here and test Suits' palate. It's how we want to give him a day to heal up.
How's he doing? That kid's been really sick.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's
He's been doing better. I think he got that Z-Pack in him, and he went to MD now, which we told him to do. He got that Z-Pack, and I think he feels like a new man today.
Does, huh? Okay.
And it's a special day.
He doesn't look as wobbly.
No, you don't look green anymore.
Yeah.
I'm definitely feeling a little bit better here compared to where I was a couple of days ago. Taking yesterday to rest was a smart idea.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel pretty good. You know, I'm slightly, I still feel a little bit off, but not too much. I think I'll be fine to get through the day, and by tomorrow, I'll be 100% again.
Okay.
You do look a little different, though. You look a little bit older.
Okay, what I got on my mind, I'll keep it quick here. I just want to give a shout out to the Miami Heat. I am loving this season after, losing LeBron James. D. Wade packs up and retires and goes to L.A. It's great to see the Miami Heat move to 10-3 with a 124-100 win over the Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron's old team last night at American Airlines Arena. And with the win last night, the Heat matched a franchise best start. So it's just like the good old days that we got going on here. And they're now 6-0 at home.
I love it.
Yeah. So that's some good stuff. So I want to give a little shout out to the Heat. And also shout out to the Panthers. I know if I don't, then people get all upset. They're trying to keep it going and hopefully make the playoffs this year. I think they're going to do it. They've got the Anaheim Ducks at home tonight at the BB&T Center.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Talking about some of the Thanksgiving food that is going on here, Virginia. You actually could get all of your food paid for. I don't know if that would interest you to have somebody flip the bill for all that food you're going to be making for Thanksgiving.
What do you mean?
Yeah, there is a deal that is going on. I don't know if you'd be willing to take it, but all you have to do is let the porn site Cam Soda film and live stream you and your entire family. Now, there's no nudity required, but everybody at the table has to be over 18. So no kids.
So just watch it. It's like a mukbang.
Basically, yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
I don't know. I mean, there's
A
not,
porn site?
all you're doing is eating.
Now I gotta tell the kids they can't come to Thanksgiving.
They got to be 18 or older.
You got to move that kids' table out of view and be like, you can't come up to the table, kids.
But imagine if you're a family struggling for money and you had 10 people that wanted to do that and pull their resources together.
Do it.
And they're only going to cover up to $250. So.
All right. I think you can get a really fantastic Thanksgiving for $250.
Yeah. So if that's your thing, Cam Soda is the name of it.
Per person, $250. Am I the one that thinks that's a good deal? You're just there eating?
I think that's what they give you for the whole meal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's $250.
I think it's a good deal.
That's what you get. And that's obviously the conditions.
I mean, don't you have more self-worth than $250?
Nah.
You let them come into your house
Come
for
on.
$250.
Who are you talking to?
At this point, I mean,
Yeah.
$250. It's a lot of GI Joe figures.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it for $250.
You're not doing it.
No.
I'm probably not doing it either.
Kids do kind of, but hey, if you're single and you're not, you don't have kids yet. I mean, being on camera, the only thing it is a little weird, and who knows what kind of people, because these are people, the people we're watching are people that like are alone, and maybe it's because their own families won't let them over for Thanksgiving, and they're just like, oh, well, I'm just going to put up cam soda and watch other people eat then.
They've got something off with them. That's what if that's what they're into.
Yeah.
I won't judge anybody that does this. It's just not for me. I'm not going to judge how you make your $2.50.
Virginia's not going to judge.
I know.
Okay. Come on, bring the real Virginia in today, please. You're not going to judge.
I'm not here to judge.
If I told you that I did this, as soon as I walk out the room, you're like, oh my gosh.
What is the matter with him? Boy.
Actually, you'd say it to my face.
Somebody's down on their luck.
Well, if you want to try some new stuff for Thanksgiving, Taco Bell just posted a Thanksgiving recipe on their blog for a chicken bisque. You make it by pureeing their rolled chicken tacos that Virginia found out is going to be available today at Taco Bell locations. So you go and pick those up.
I went to Taco Bell to go buy them because Kevin wanted me to make this bisque.
Yeah.
And the guy in Taco Bell looked at me like I was psychic. He's like, those aren't even on the menu yet. How do you know about those?
Oh, we're in the know, baby.
That's it.
He said they were rolling out today at the Taco Bell on Indiantown Road.
So the article that I was reading kind of confused me because it looked like Taco Bell was coming out with chicken fingers because the picture had chicken fingers in the article.
That's a different thing.
Are they doing that too?
Yeah, they've got Taco Bell's very busy. You know, they took a lot of things off the menu, and now they're working different stuff in and kind of like trying to change the vibe. So this is a new thing they're doing. The rolled chicken tacos is one of them. And to make this chicken bisque, basically you puree a bunch of the tacos and you add ingredients like onion, chili powder, broth, and whipping cream, which I'm like, just the concept of pureed tacos. I love tacos.
It's gross.
Wait,
If
what?
you puree it, though, it'll thicken up your soup much like roux would, like your flour and your butter would. It'll have that same constitution.
That's why I kind of wanted to try it because it sounds completely gross, but
It's going to be on the thicker side, but that's why the broth is there. That's why the whipping cream is there.
Yeah.
It's not whipped cream. It's whipping cream.
Yeah.
It's tough too when you have like a liquid that has thickness to it. Yesterday during that gravy chug, the chunks of mushrooms,
Those weren't mushrooms. That was mold from the bowl you put it in.
whatever, mold, mushrooms, whatever it was.
all sorts with an M.
It got in the way.
Yeah, the thing you're talking about is Taco Bell's now testing out its crispy tortilla chicken. Now, it's not going to be available in South Florida right now. They're doing Houston, some other cities. But they're going to launch it nationally in 2020. It features all white meat chicken that's been marinated in a jalapeno buttermilk marinade and rolled in a tortilla chip coating. Now, you can either get the chicken inside of a taco or you can get it separately, but they're kind of realizing that, you know, they've looked at Popeyes and they're going, you know, we'd love to have our employees fist fight too.
We'd love to lose a few customers in the dining room by stabbing.
Yeah, we'd love to have some of these chaotic viral videos. So, I mean, why not do our own thing? So they've got something coming out. So we'll see if that catches fire like that. Now, if you're looking on the dessert tip, tell me if you're buying or selling these two new things you could get here for Thanksgiving. Pop-Tarts announced that they're releasing a new version of the pastry that is combined with a pretzel crust. Ooh. So imagine a Pop-Tart pretzel crust.
She's in.
And it's going to come in two varieties, chocolate and cinnamon sugar.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I cannot wait
Yeah.
to get on this.
Yeah, starting in January.
I'm like, that's so long.
Somebody's moaning.
Pretzel crust Pop-Tarts.
I'm big into the I don't like the actual pretzels you get in a vending machine, but those pretzel breadsticks with the beer cheese, and they're doing pretzel buns with burgers now. I'm a big fan of that.
Okay.
Little pretzel. How about this? Pretzel crust for a pizza. Ooh.
I like it.
Okay.
Oh.
I bet we could get those Prop and Propeller. What was the name of that company? Prop and Peller. They brought us those big pretzels.
Oh, yeah.
What if they could make you a pretzel pizza dough?
He did that for me.
Yeah.
He made me a pretzel pizza, but it was just the pretzel as the pizza.
Right.
But I see what you're saying. Make
Make
it
the
whole,
dough out of the pretzel.
Now that's just good
Don't
living.
make a pretzel with it.
That's how you live life.
Yeah.
That's
Sounds
how you
good.
attack life right there.
We should call that dude. They were nice.
That guy was awesome. I asked him if they do parties because I always thought that'd be kind of a cool, have a pretzel station at a party. And I don't know if they do them. I was like, dude, you got to start doing that.
Absolutely got to start doing that.
That would be cool. Pretzel buffet.
Pretzel
Heck yeah.
buffet.
Yeah.
They have it like now with donut station. So why not pretzel station?
Yeah.
Well, you saw what happened when we went. Was it your birthday when I went to your cousin's house and he had the taco bar?
Yeah, taco bar.
When you go to a Ralston party, you're like, all right, the snacks are not going to be that good.
The Ralstons don't bring it.
They just don't. When it comes to food, I was going down because we had to drive pretty far. Like I'm just going there. I'm going to be disappointed. Accept it.
The only kind of bar they put out is a salad bar.
And then you go out there and there's a taco bar. And I about cried.
Yeah, my cousins bring it.
Oh,
They do all right. They do all right. Yeah. How about this? A Nutella-style spread made out of crispy M&Ms.
Oh,
Are you all right?
yes.
He's touching himself.
Yeah, get your hands on
Put
the
your
camera.
hands
Come
where
on.
we can see
Come
him.
on.
Stop.
Come on now.
No.
It's still early. The kids are listening.
I am a Nutella fan. I'm a big fan of the Nutella
Wow,
pizza.
crispy M&M Nutella. Oh my goodness.
You are trying. You're just trying to keep me porky, aren't
He's
you?
gonna break you, Porky.
Oh, I'm getting breakfast. We're getting food today.
Okay.
And it's on the bird.
Wow, somebody texted in and said that Nutella crispy M&M spread, $15 a jar, and the jar isn't really very big.
Ooh, $15.
Yeah.
$15 a jar?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna be trying. You can make your own for way cheaper. You could crunch up the M&Ms, add them to Nutella, bam, you're done. And I can probably get that done for under $5.
Now, can you take that spread, put it on a nice warm piece of like a dessert pita, sugared,
Sure.
covered in sugar.
You could put it on a sugared pretzel.
Oh,
Leave your hands where we can see them.
it's happening today.
There are places that do have the pretzel crust pizza. Pizza Hut has got one. Little Caesars has one. So pizza, yeah. So there are places you can get it.
Really?
You do want it.
Little Caesars, they throw it out there. They try some things for sure.
Pizza.
Well, I want to bring in some positive food news because Jbird's got some sad food news. You know that never-ending pasta pass that he was raving about at Olive Garden, Virginia?
Yeah, he bought it.
Yeah.
It was like $99.
Yeah, I know. Not cheap, but, you know, I mean, you get endless amounts of pasta. It's the never-ending pasta pass for a limited time.
Yeah, it's looking back. I think Olive Garden got me. they smelled my kind coming so far, and I totally bought it because they have another deal going on right now that's sort of similar. That
So-
you go there and I don't know. You can go there in person and get like a all-you-can-eat kind of a thing too.
Never-ending breadsticks ends next week. Wait, what?
Is your
I don't think
pasta
Olive
pass
Garden gets the
over?
concept.
It's over in 2 days. It's over tomorrow. No, it's over today. Today's the last day.
Today's the last day. Okay.
I believe so.
You got it and you're ready to go to Olive Garden?
I can't find it.
You lost it?
What I have in my wallet is a gift card to Olive Garden. I thought that was my pasta pass. I don't know where it's at. It came in this beautiful box.
$100. Well spent.
It's just, you know what? It's a $110 story, is what it is. Really, is what it comes down to. Sometimes you have those, and it's what it is.
That's what it is. That's what it is. You know, we're kind of used to Jbird losing things here and there. Virginia likes to call it pulling a Jbird, but actually, your girl Virginia actually lost something, and she may not be able to get on a plane now.
You lost your license?
I lost my license.
How does it feel?
It feels awful.
I know.
I went to the Wellington Hospital because I had to go meet the doctor to give him the money for that fetal surgery that we hooked up. And when you go in the hospital, you have to give them your license to get that sticker, to like a visitor's pass. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they didn't give it back to me. I'm sure they did, right?
Not
I
necessarily.
could have dropped it.
I think it's in the parking lot.
It might be.
I think it's in the. You need to call the hospital today and ask if someone's found a license. I think you're going to find it today.
See, here's what happens. I hate when you go to a counter and you got to hand over your license or your credit card or things like that, because then they hand it all back to you in a mass and there's a receipt in with it, maybe whatever you purchased or got, and you're trying to get all this stuff, and there's typically somebody behind you.
Right.
But as soon as
And then I
start,
have Rocco.
Yeah, you shuffle over to the side and everything gets, to me, I need that focus. Like sometimes I hate it, but I'm like, you got to give me a second, because if I don't lock in on this right now, something's going to get distracted.
I'm going to lose
yeah.
it. I was not paying attention. I was talking to the little people behind the counter. They were so sweet. They were like playing with Rocco, and I have no idea what happened to my driver's license.
I have to consciously, anytime I'm walking in anywhere, because a lot of times what happens, I will park my car and then I keep my keys in my hand and then I walk around. Then I'm going to Publix. I can't tell you how many times I have lost my keys in Publix. And we're looking down aisles and it's somewhere in between, Cookie Crisp and some cereal. I get it, dog. Welcome to the game.
So you're thinking maybe you can fly just with a passport?
Can you fly with just a passport and no driver's license?
I would think so. I don't know for certain, but it feels right.
If you don't find your license today, you can go to the DMV pretty quick, especially the one up north by where you're at.
I'm flying on Saturday.
But you could go. It would take you 30 minutes at most.
Yeah, some people are saying, you can pop right into a DMV and you can get a new one pretty quick.
The one I went to, I was in there. I mean, it was so quick, Virginia.
Did you go in Martin County?
I did. Martin County DMV. It was actually a lot of people in there, and it still went really quick.
It's in like a little strip mall on US 1. The Martin County DMV, I highly recommend.
Is it in Hope Sound?
It is.
That's what people were saying to go to.
It's right next.
It is so quick.
It's right next to a Big Apple pizza.
Oh, well, you get everything right then.
Oh, you do.
Big Apple's the good stuff.
I do like Big Apple.
Yeah, they do some great stuff there. All right. Well, if anybody's got any info for Virginia, 877-979-9763. Few celebrity birthdays we got going on here today. Big ol' happy birthday going out to Carly Rae Jepsen. Got one of the biggest songs of the last decade. Call Me Maybe, I think it's been viewed like over 1 billion times, something like that. She's 34 years old today.
I am not one of the billion.
No, I've never watched it. You got Michael Strahan, who's on like 20 different TV shows, turning 48 today.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that guy's banking.
Yeah, workload. Yeah, he's just all over the place, isn't he?
He starts in the morning. When I go home and turn on the TV around 1:30, he's still on the TV.
Yeah, I don't know that he has a day off, and then I don't know if you realize this, on Sunday
Sports.
he does NFL coverage.
Yeah, you forget he's involved in sports sometimes.
Yeah, and that takes a little bit of time to stay up on. Like
y'all only giving Strahan Saturdays?
Yeah, I don't know how he does it. I'm like, how does he even know what's going on in football with everything else he's doing? It's crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah, so he's up there with Seacrest and
grinding.
Yeah,
he'll be dead in 5 years.
Steve Harvey. I'm just trying to figure out who's got more gigs out of those three guys. Goldie Hawn turned 74 today too.
Wow,
that's Kate Hudson's mom. Yeah,
that podcast with Kate Hudson and her brother.
Mm-hmm.
They just started a podcast.
Oh, they did.
Very fascinating.
Okay. Got a birthday here. Ethan Noah turning 10 from mom, dad, Aiden, Caleb, and Kimber. Jackson turning 10 too from mom, dad, little brother Mason, the puppies Bentley and Whiskey. Got a photo there. The ESPN Wide World of Sports.
Oh, cool.
Up there, lots of kids who play sports around here wind up playing there.
Those are cuties.
Florida.
Glad to see the youth playing baseball.
Yep. And Disney looks at that, and about $50 a kid. That's $100 right there. Plus
snacks.
$50 a kid is a low ball.
That's so low ball.
It's been years, but I think it was like $50 a ticket.
If you can get out of there spending $50 a kid, you're a miracle worker.
Yeah, it doesn't count anything else. Yeah, no coolers too. Yeah, they want you to buy your beverages and snacks in there. Also, Brian, happy 17th birthday from mom, dad, and brother. Molly, happy birthday and a huge congratulations on earning her master's degree in education from Matea. Also, birthday shout-out goes to Gunnar Gill, turning 17. And also, too, happy birthday to Suits that's thrown out there. Yeah, Suits is having a birthday today.
Suits.
What is he at? 23, 24?
I think he's 24 now.
Uh-huh.
Is he?
Uh-huh.
Is he 24?
24?
Wow.
He just turned 21.
My man's about to be able to rent a car.
Yeah, he's getting there. Somebody texted and said, I love how Suits gets a lap dance, a song, a cake, and a whole celebration about his birthday, and Denny's got nothing.
Denny's doesn't want anything, though. Okay. Denny's is not. He's like me. We don't like our birthdays that much.
We gave him stuff on the DL.
Oh, yeah.
We did not forget sweet Denny's.
The stuff he got, we can't give away on the radio.
Or even talk about.
We gave him more fun than a lap dance.
Let me see. We got also Michelle. She's having a birthday today, too. 7th birthday goes to Amani Hernandez, who lives in Asheville, North Carolina. And he loves to hear his name on the radio from Grandma Sue, Grandpa Steve, and dog Jenny.
Aww.
Also, happy birthday to Dee Dee from Becca, Emma, and Izzy. And Emily, happy 17th birthday from Mommy, Daddy, and Alex. So, happy birthday to y'all. If you got a birthday, no matter where you are, just send it to us. Mail at kvjshow.com. MAIL at kvjshow.com. You can go check a fun little Throwback Thursday photo we got up on our social media. The Kevin and Virginia show at Sunfest back in 2002.
That is the Feast of Little Italy back in 2002.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, very nice. All right, I have to change that then, Denny. So that was Sunfest. It's the feast, huh?
It's the Feast of Little Italy, the very first one that we ever did 17 years ago, old man.
Wow. Yeah, that was a while ago. Why am I wearing my dad's clothes?
Why were you
They don't fit.
When were you 76 pounds?
Oh, yeah, I was very thin.
I mean, you led the league in gauntness.
Yeah,
And
until
your clothes are so big on you.
that's why I'm like, why? Yeah, I mean, okay, it's one thing to be skinny, but why are my clothes so huge? They don't even fit.
They looked like you borrowed your dad's outfit.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. Why am I in my dad's clothes?
It looks like you got into like a shipwreck, and those are the clothes that they gave you when you were coming to shore.
Sorry, we don't have anything in your size. Yeah, but then I decided I was going to make a stage appearance in that outfit. Yeah, you can go check that out. 2002 would have been back in our 20s, Virginia. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
We're young.
Y'all look better now. Kevin, you definitely look better now.
I do, thank you.
Kevin does look better now. Kevin, you look better now.
Yeah, keep bringing it.
Kevin.
Keep bringing it. That's it. Keep bringing it.
You're going to make me run and go get Botox right now.
Okay, you look beautiful too.
Okay, we're playing What's My Age again. Gave you some hints as to what our age is. We got Lucas on here from Lake Worth. What's up, Lucas?
Hi, good morning.
All right, we got some tickets to Camila Cabello on the line here. If you can get 2 out of 3, what's my age? All right, who would you like to try to guess the age around? Either myself, Virginia, or Jbird?
Virginia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. Go with the youngest.
Our model.
Most fun when we play this.
I like when we do it with Virginia.
Yeah, like Virginia here. Okay, let's say we go with Jennifer Garner. Is she younger or older than Virginia? What do you think? What'd you say, Lucas?
She is older.
Jbird doesn't agree?
I don't know. It feels right.
I think she's a little younger.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say that it's a good thing Lucas doesn't listen to Jbird because she is a little older. April 17th, 1972.
Okay.
So she's
her
what?
birthday. She's 47, right?
Yeah, she's close.
Carry the one. Yeah, 47.
Okay. All right. What do you think about Bridget Moynihan? That is Tom Brady's baby mama. She's the one that had his first child. Remember that?
Yes. Dark hair.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's in a lot of TV shows, movies.
That relationship exploded. I don't think they liked each other for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm betting my face on this one.
Yeah.
Definitely, she's definitely younger than Virginia.
Definitely younger than Virginia. Okay, Lucas, you didn't listen to him last time. You'll listen to Jbird this time. What do you think? Younger or older?
Yeah, she's definitely younger than Virginia.
Definitely younger than Virginia. Well, we got a theme here. Don't listen to Jbird.
Oh, no. I gave him the wrong
Don't
answer.
listen to Jbird.
You big dummy. Why don't you just shut up?
That is the
can't.
thing. He
The
can't.
man's
He
trying
can't
to
help
win
himself.
tickets.
I like to play.
Yeah, she's actually even older than
Jennifer?
Yeah, she's yes, she's 48. She was born April 1971.
I mean, you're blowing it.
Look at you, you young thing, you over there, Virginia.
Okay, why don't we go Gabrielle Union?
Definitely older than Virginia.
You say definitely older.
Betting my face and Virginia's face on this one.
Okay, now this is tough here. Jbird has missed the first 2, and if you were playing this contest, Jbird, you would not be winning the tickets.
Gabrielle Union's definitely older. I remember watching her during Bring It On. Yes, with such confidence.
Lucas, do you listen to Jbird on this one? What do you think?
I think she's younger.
Lucas.
Okay. Lucas, you are wrong. Jbird actually got it right. Dang. Wouldn't you go figure? You finally got one right. It was Gabrielle Union.
I like being this right, Lucas. It hurts me.
October 29th, 1972. Okay, we got a nice parting gift for you. Okay there, Lucas?
Thank you.
All right, very nice. Yeah.
I feel like I kind of messed him up.
Yeah, you
did.
definitely messed him up.
You definitely messed him up.
I clanked him.
You clanked him, so shut the hell up. Stop.
Again, I can't.
Can't help himself.
You should buy him tickets.
I will.
Yeah.
Out of pocket.
All right. Take it easy there, Sinicky.
Poor Lucas.
Yeah, he just wants to go see Camila Cabello, one of the hottest artists, coming back to Miami.
You should buy him tickets and go with him.
I mean, if I was the Kevin Ralston, I would have given the tickets. But...
Yeah, we can't be going soft around here.
You're right.
You know, I mean, come on. I don't care if it is the holidays. They say there are a lot of specials out there that you are going to have to buy if you want to watch. And I think it's like, was it like Rudolph is one, I think, and I think Elf too. In fact, a lot of them I've got to get because I was looking at this list. I was kind of breaking it down. I'm like going, okay, where do you stream these? Because I look at this. This is pretty much my repertoire of their top 5. This is what I try to put on the TVs to kind of get things going. These are all holiday movies you won't find on any streaming service. Elf, you're going to have to buy that or rent it. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. The Polar Express, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
The only one I haven't seen is the Polar Express one. Is that one magical to watch?
That's okay.
I
think it's if you were a young kid and you watched it, and it probably that's it. You know, a lot of these when you're that age, you know, they stick to your heart and they're just forever special.
I know it's going to sound a little dark and morbid, but one of my favorite Christmas movies is Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's about It's a horror Christmas movie.
It is.
It's
okay.
It's creepy
and horrific.
That sounds like so un-Christmas.
It is, but it isn't.
You check like the stocking and there's grandma's head in it or something.
No, it's quite a tale. It's pretty horrifying.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to go into too many details.
You
Please don't.
Maybe more of a podcast convo.
Okay. Yeah, so a lot of those you're going to have to rent. I'm like, dang. You know, and Thanksgiving, it seems like it kind of like gets brushed over. But I got to tell you, the one movie that I watch every Thanksgiving that I love, if you've never seen it, it's called Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
That's a good one.
It's a good one, like because we don't have a lot of Thanksgiving movies that kind of seg into Christmas, and it kind of does that. It's a good Thanksgiving.
I'm looking for something to put on after the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade because they normally do that dog show. I don't like the Westminster dog show. I want something. I need a buffer.
Yeah.
Before we eat,
do that one.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yes, it is a funny movie that, oh my gosh, it will, at the end, it tugs at those heartstrings. You'll be weeping.
They're laying in bed. He's like, where's your hand at? Between two pillows. Those are the pillows?
Yes. It's two great comedic actors. Yeah. John Candy had some great stuff. So that's my recommendation if you don't want to go all the way into the holiday movies.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
I didn't know how to handle it. I was overweight. I was a fat kid. It was
Fat Kevin.
Summer between my 8th and 9th grade year.
Fat Kevin.
Yeah. And I was at that age where you were interested in girls, and the girls would show up, and my friends, you know, they had those thin bodies, and I did not.
The toughest thing a man can ever go through is picking between his crush and a pie. It's tough.
Yeah. Well, I chose pie.
You'd like to crush
summer.
a pie.
Yeah, I crushed pie. That's right. That was my problem.
Pies were nervous.
It is a tough struggle.
But I couldn't figure out what was better to do because everyone went to the Logan City pool. That was it. That's just where you hung out, and you would hang out on the fence, and the girls were there, and you'd show off for the girls, and that's just what we did. That was the mating call in Logan, Ohio. And so I couldn't decide if it was better off for me at the pool, and I hated it because you either had your shirt off or you did that fat kid trick where you put on a white T-shirt and you would jump in, and then the white T-shirt would stick to your fat, and then it would show off just how large your navel was.
Oh.
And I couldn't figure out what looked worse for me to be shirtless or to put on the white shirt, because when you put on the white T-shirt, it was almost like sending up a flag saying, hey, look at me, I'm definitely a fat kid.
I have gone into the ocean and pools when I was
Yeah.
overweight, and
Yeah.
you're right. There's something about a shirt that attracts
And you feel it because
nipples.
you're already self-conscious,
Oh.
and
It sucks your nipple to it.
It makes
It does,
It
and
does.
it's-
It's
it-
almost like the light goes to your nipples.
it seems to accentuate it. And like I said, it was like drawing attention to it because it was like waving a big fat white flag.
And then if you pull your shirt off of your body, then it forms this weird bubble.
Yeah, it does.
And you
Sucks.
look like the Michelin Man.
It was tough.
You know what I used to do when I was overweight? I just put my feet in the water, and that's another telltale sign. He's just putting his feet in the water. Oh, he is fat.
The moves of a fat kid. I got it. You had a playbook on what you tried to do when you.
Oh yeah, I love the pool.
Hated it. Oh.
Put my feet in there.
I dreaded the pool.
Oh, I did.
It was my worst nightmare.
Fat Kevin, I so dreaded the pool.
dreaded the pool.
I dreaded it.
Hated
it. Boating excursion.
Rob Thompson looked so good with his shirt off.
Oh.
And of course, he was like my best friend. He was always hanging out right next to me. And so that just made me look, 10 times as large.
Screw Rob Thompson.
Oh,
He didn't
man.
have your personality.
No, all the girls did.
They did, and I want to hold a Fat Kevin Ralston.
You better open your arms wide.
So,
You're not going to be able to touch your fingers.
I want to hold him so deep.
That's just weird.
Yeah.
No, like deep in love.
Keep in mind, I was underage. Alicia's kind of got the same kind of problem here. What do you do when you're at the pool? And this isn't necessarily about do I do or not wear the T-shirt when I'm a little overweight. Alicia, this has to do with your feet. What's going on here?
So, I really hate my feet, and I feel like they look like they belong to like a 6-year-old woman.
Oh.
I just never felt comfortable like in open-toe shoes or even flip-flops. So when I go to the beach or go to a pool, like I've worn water shoes, like the kids wear to the beach.
Yeah.
And then, or I'll even like, if I'm really desperate, if I don't pack it, I'll bring like oversized socks in the car that I'll put on.
Okay.
And so I've like been teased about always having stuff over my feet and never showing my toes. So I just kind of like tested the theory out. Like, well, maybe I'm just harder on myself than, and this isn't really that big of a deal. So I posted a photo of me looking out, like sitting at the beach. I'm sitting in like a lounge chair and you can see like the top of my knees and my feet and then mostly the ocean scape.
Yeah.
I posted it on Instagram and like literally like more than a third of the comments were just roasting me on my dangly feet.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, girl, let me tell you about my feet. My feet look like, they came from a science fiction movie.
Yeah.
He ain't lying.
No,
he
I
got
mean-
some jacked up toes.
It looks like God forgot to put my feet on my body at the last minute. He goes, oh, put some feet on Jbird.
Let me get this elephant foot.
Well, keep in mind, though, there are haters on Instagram, and that's kind of what happens. If anybody posts photos of feet, are they going to get negative comments about your feet? Because I get negative comments about mine. Mine honestly look like they're going in opposite directions. I look like I'm throwing up gang signs.
You got summer toes.
Yeah.
Some are pointing that way, some are pointing this way.
Yeah, so I think if I put up a photo of my feet, I think I'd kind of get the same thing.
My boy Bigfoot, my kidney
Yeah.
brother, he has 4 hands. His feet look like big gorilla hands.
Yeah.
So when he does any kind of weird foot thing, I'll go, damn, you're doing the best handstand ever. 'Cause it looks like he's doing a handstand.
It does look like a thumb.
He's got weird feet. I love him.
Okay, so if you're Alicia here, what do you think you're better off doing? Just, owning it and, not wearing water shoes or something like that when you're out at the pool or at the beach? Or should you try to always have some kind of strategy to cover up your feet if you're that self-conscious about them? This is kind of like the fat kid, do I wear the white T-shirt or not, into the pool?
At the end of the day, honestly, when I was younger, I'd say, yeah, we put the shirt on. Now, being in my 40s, I say, you do you. Let your freak feet fly.
Okay.
Get weird with it, man.
How old are you, Alicia?
I'm 25.
Okay.
Rock it. Get your freaky feet out there and just rock the hell out of them.
You can't change it.
No.
Go get a pedicure, do your best.
And anybody
But beyond that, you can't change the way your feet are shaped.
And feet aren't a big deal. If anyone does not want to be with you because of your feet, you don't want that person in your life anyway.
Hey, Alicia, you had sent the photo. Is it okay if we post that up just to get people's thoughts on it?
You can totally get
Okay.
a poll going.
All right.
An anonymous poll from me.
And,
Yeah.
and just so you know, you sound adorable, and I would
Yeah.
be all over your Frankenstein feet.
Okay, well, I mean, they look, you know. Have you ever had that? Like, sometimes you have a body part that looks like it doesn't belong to you or it belongs to somebody much older. I mean, I guess it is possible to be 25 and have 60-year-old looking feet.
Yeah.
Jaybird's got grandpa's testicles.
I also have a grandmother's peen. It's not
Grandmother's?
Or grandfather.
My grandmother did not have a peen.
I meant to say.
Grandmother.
I don't. Not that I checked, but I'm like, I don't know that my.
That's how tiny it is. It's a female penis.
Correction. It's old grandpa's peen. I don't know. Maybe it's grandma's. I don't know. It's not great.
It's not sounding very appealing.
But heart of a lion, baby.
Okay, all right. Well,
He's single, ladies.
we'll post that up, and we're not looking for roasting comments. We're just looking for if you were Alicia, would you rock the bare feet, or would you, when you can, put on water shoes? And a lot of times, you know, some people even wear those into pools, and you'd be fine. So is that a better move to wear water shoes, or would you, if you were Alicia, be like, yeah, just show them,
rock it and walk it?
So I'm looking at the photo right now of Alicia's feet, and we have it up on our Facebook page. And the question that she has is, she's self-conscious about them, and people make comments be like going, why do you have the feet of a 65-year-old woman? And so sometimes she'll wear like water shoes, or she will, you know, wear these oversized socks, and people are like, now, okay, why are you wearing socks? So it's almost, if you've got something like that, is it better just to go ahead and throw it out there, or do you try to do something to cover it up? But that was my same obstacle when I was a young fat kid. Sometimes, like when you put the white T-shirt on and jump in the pool, it actually makes the problem, it compounds it, makes it worse, and brings more attention to it.
It does. And how bummed out were you when you tried to peel it off your skin and make that?
I'd never do that in front of anybody.
No, you gotta do it in the bathroom.
You'd hide in shame. Somebody texted in and said, yeah, I had a friend in college that had an issue with her feet. She had to wear socks everywhere, no matter where she was. She got hypnotized, though, and then no longer has had an issue with it. Wow,
Yeah.
it took hypnotism to shake her of her insecurity.
You rock your weird-looking feet. I got them, too. Just rock them. Rock the heck out of them.
Man, her feet do look old. I just looked at them on.
All right.
Facebook.
You're part of the problem, you
I'm
villain.
just saying.
You're
Wow.
such a villain. Let me see these feet.
It looked like grandma foot.
I'm not saying it. I can't throw any kind of stones because my feet look like of a dead man's body. I can't throw any kind of stones.
Megan in the chat room said water shoes. No, don't do water shoes. That's more like, what do you got water shoes on for? It's just, you know, unless you're in a place where other people might be wearing water shoes. If you're paddleboarding, maybe.
If you're okay, let me talk to single Kev for a second. If
Yeah.
you're really into this woman and she had old looking feet, would that really bother you? That would not at all dissuade me with doing any. It's so not a deal breaker or a big deal.
I don't think so.
No, it's feet.
No.
Because you got gross feet. It's not going to bother you at all because you're like, sweet. Misery loves company.
That is true. But even if I had beautiful feet, I would not care about feet.
Yeah.
There are people out there with beautiful feet.
There are, yeah. And I mean, hey, we've all, you know, got some good attributes, and not all of us are perfect, you know. I think that's just it. To me, I think to have an overall sense of confidence and just kind of rock it no matter what it is, even if you see those specials of supermodels, it's kind of fascinating. They will be like, okay, I actually have this flaw, I got this scar, I got this kind of thing going on that they cover up a lot. And you got to just realize you're going to have a part of your body that is not going to be model perfect.
Oh my gosh. I mean, even if I am doing it right and I'm not eating bad, my body is still like the lower half of my midsection is shaped like a bell. It kind of goes straight, and then all of a sudden, boom, and it widens out like a bell.
I think having that kind of confidence, so I think does make up for it. If you are very self-conscious and then try to cover it, it really does bring more to it. Somebody texted in and said, yeah, I was that fat kid at the pool, but I was always jealous of the other fat kids that had the confidence to take their shirts off. They always seem to have more fun. Embrace yourself. Now I've learned that lesson.
Yeah, they just waited till they went home to cry in the room by themselves, like me and you did.
Yes.
You do gotta rock it. All kidding aside, if you rock it with confidence, it goes a long way, baby.
Mm-hmm. And somebody who's texting you saying, I am old, I have old feet. I know what they look like. You don't have old people's feet. So So, yes, you're fine.
Unless you ask Virginia. I like this comment. Way to support women's insecurities, Virginia, you witch.
Hopefully she's not listening.
Oh, I'm sure she's not listening. She only emailed us, tried to get involved with all that. I'm sure she's not listening.
I'm sure she's not hanging on every word.
Yeah.
For Alicia, text came and said, Chrissy Teigen actually hates her feet, but she still rocks them. Google it.
Oh, yeah, but she's got a
know.
publicist that Teigen acts like she hates everything about her body. It's like, I hate my body. Boom, look at me.
I don't know. Go check them out. That's just one thing she says, where she tries to let other people realize that, hey, you're not going to have every part of your body be perfect. Just whatever part is not, just go on ahead and still rock it. You can try to make it look as good as possible, but at that point, just go on ahead and rock it.
What part of your body are you insecure about? It's the eyes?
Yeah.
Can we tell you what you should be?
I just asked and answered the question.
Yes.
Is it the eyes?
I'm just kidding,
It
babe.
is.
I'm kidding. I love you. I'm kidding about your eyes. Clearly. Chicks love Kevin. Chicks think Kevin's hot.
Don't backpedal now.
They always come.
Don't backpedal now.
I'm always seeing the comment. Oh,
don't try to dig your way out of this one.
Kevin looking like a tasty
No,
snack.
no. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Virginia, you were asking earlier if you could fly with just a passport because you lost your driver's license. The answer is most definitely yes. In fact, people are saying that a lot of times they prefer you to have your passport over a driver's license.
Okay, I won't even tell them I lost my license then. I'll just say, hey, I had my passport. I know you like this better.
And fortunately, it sounds like Kimberly has got your license here at Wellington Hospital. Hello, Kimberly.
Told you.
Kimberly's got it?
Yeah.
I've got it, Virginia. It's in my hot little hand.
No way.
Yes, it is. I'm not going to give out too much information, but you're a safe driver.
That is a lie.
Very
Well,
nice.
I listen to you guys. I listen to you every morning, and I heard you this morning saying, I know you brought the money in for Dr. Quincaro for the baby. By the way, that was a wonderful thing that you did.
Aww.
And you were wondering if you lost your license. So I went to the front desk. I'm a surgical coordinator, so I said, does anybody leave their license here? And she says, yeah, someone left their license here the other day, and she handed it to me. I said, thank you. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh.
So then Jason says, it's in the parking lot. It's not in the parking lot. It's in my hand.
I sensed that your hand was near the parking lot.
You are so awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to come pick it up? What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Can you mail it to me? I'll pay you back.
Gee, what a diva.
Oh, my gosh. She can't drive out to Wellington, Kevin.
Do you think maybe you could get a courier, Kimberly, to have it brought over to me right now in the next 20 minutes, please?
Yeah, send a messenger.
By the way, I live in Tequesta, so if you
Never mind. I'll come to Wellington. I mean,
I'd love to meet you. I'd love to meet you, Virginia.
Okay.
It's not that big of a deal.
You'll be highly disappointed. It's a big letdown.
And you guys crack me up. I listen to you all day. And
Yeah.
you crack me up in the morning.
Well,
They're very
thank you.
funny.
guys.
Yes.
Aw.
Well, what an awesome person. That's
Yes.
great.
Thank
Very nice,
you.
Kimberly. That was very nice.
Yeah, get her number so I can text her.
It's nice when people do nice. I remember I lost my wallet with money in it, and somebody looked in my wallet and mailed me my wallet with all the money back.
Wow.
There are good people out there.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. That is some good stuff. Well, Denny's here in just a second. I'm very excited for this. He's got a round of comedy coming at us, I guess.
Oh, he would not shut up yesterday about how these 5 jokes are. His quote was "fire, yo." That's what he
Fire,
said.
yo.
These jokes are fire,
Yeah,
yo.
it sounds like him. Okay. Maybe we'll go for a Thanksgiving theme or something. I don't know.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, it could be some turkey jokes in here.
I love a theme.
Yeah.
Denny's, if you don't have a Thanksgiving theme, Kevin wants a theme in 3 minutes.
Yeah, you got to scrap all the jokes you had and write 5 new jokes. Go.
He's got this. Best part of every single week right here. Producer Denny steps in here with his joke jury. 5 handcrafted jokes here that are guaranteed to make you laugh.
He's been telling me quietly that he wants you to have him do 10 jokes a week. He doesn't want to seem like he's being a mic hog.
I say we do it on Mondays, Thursdays.
Yeah.
Bring back Drunk Girl Trivia on Fridays.
Drunk Girl Trivia on Friday sounds awesome.
That is a good idea.
Well
Bring
played,
that.
Peace Train.
Yeah. Okay. Denny's job here is to get us to crack up or laugh here. He's got 5 jokes for you. Let's hear number 1.
All right. What do stoners read to pass their college exams?
I don't know. What do they read to pass their college exams?
The Spliff Notes.
Okay. Not Cliff Notes. Get it? Oh, Virginia wants to laugh.
Then laugh then.
Yeah.
Quit being so coy about it.
I'm laughing because it's not
It's
funny.
not good. She don't like it. I can see it in her eyes.
Oh, come on. Spliff Notes.
Damn the witch.
That one is weak.
Stoners right now are just, if you're high, you're just giggling.
Second joke for you guys. What dating app do clumsy people use?
I don't know. What dating app do they use, Denny's?
Bumbling.
Okay.
Yeah, see? Yeah,
That's
see what he
cute.
did there?
I like that one.
That's a little wordplay.
Third joke. Let's see. How did the girl introduce the light switch she was dating to her parents?
I don't know. How did she introduce the light switch she was dating to her parents?
As her on-again, off-again boyfriend.
Oh, no,
that is good.
Okay.
That is-
There we go. Yeah.
Someone's back.
Yeah.
That made
Okay.
up for the first one.
All right.
Fourth joke. What do you call a beautiful dominatrix in the neighborhood?
I don't know. What do you call a beautiful dominatrix in the neighborhood?
Mistress Rogers.
Okay.
Oh.
See, that's topical right there.
Topical.
New movie.
I like when Virginia doesn't want to be. She wants to laugh, but she doesn't think it's funny. You sound like a car breaking down.
Yeah, I sound like your truck.
Oh!
Piece of crap.
Not all of us have
Wow.
fancy cars and live in DeQuesta. Yeah, I live on the
Wow.
wrong side of the tracks.
Yeah.
You could have a nice car if you didn't spend $800 a month on delivery.
I like food.
It's turned into a roast all of a sudden.
And a very mean one at that, Kevin.
Yeah.
It's getting real.
Yeah. Then he's doing his comedy work here.
The final one. I'm going to lay it on you guys here. Why did the skillet date the wok?
I don't know why I did the skillet date the walk.
Because they were pansexual.
Okay. See there. There you go. Yeah. Nice little comeback there, Denny.
He's good.
Oh, he's the best. So we just heard some new holiday music from Casey Musgraves just a second ago, and trying to see what other kind of stuff we're going to have that we can put on those holiday playlists. Not a lot of just Thanksgiving songs other than Adam Sandler. I mean, what other great Thanksgiving tracks do we have? They're few and far between, Jbird.
There's not too many.
Luckily, we've got a new one.
All right.
And we've got one Vicious V on the track. She back to back now. She's been in the Sasquatch recordings.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, she's really easy to work with. Surprisingly so. She gets in there and she bangs it out quick.
She does, huh? Okay.
Because Mama's got things to do. She
Yeah.
don't have time to.
Yeah, she's
I'm
not.
trying to talk with her, have some fun. So I gotta go.
I got babies to pick
This
up.
ain't a social party.
I get it.
Yeah. So who better to do a song about Thanksgiving and all the food than the Snack Pack? What do you think about this one?
It's Vicious V and I'm back with the snack pack on that Thanksgiving track. I'm hungry, so give me some yams. Cause bitch, this witch is about to go ham.
Yeah.
This Thanksgiving gotta eat until I burst. Call the nurse cause I'm getting Hershey squirts. My stomach hurts but I still want dessert. Gonna eat till I'm dead, someone get me a hearse. Oh, this turkey is so tasty. I ate so much that I'm peeing gravy. My appetite is out of control. I ate so much, I'm pooping out dinner rolls. Please pass me the Thanksgiving platter.
Damn, Jbird, I can hear you getting fatter.
I'm all about the side dishes. My mom Kay Pennington's mac and cheese was delicious. I'm in a food coma and I'm starting to snore. But I'm so hungry so I'm eating some more. Who wants a breast? Who wants a thigh? We'll punch you in the eye if our turkey is dry. Cornbread and turkey thighs, mashed potatoes and apple pie. We got all the tasty fixins. This is a snack pack Thanksgiving. Sweet corn and casseroles. Denny's grab another bowl. Champagne's popping and it's fizzing. This is a snack pack Thanksgiving. Guess what?
What?
The best part of the turkey is the turkey butt.
What?
My body better digest food quick, cause I'm about to eat 10 more drumsticks.
I'm a vegan and I eat tofurkey.
Get the hell out of my house, cause we only serve real turkey. This Thanksgiving I'm going feast mode. My belt's about to burst, it's about to explode. I'm so thankful for all the calories that the Thanksgiving gods have blessed upon me. I'm all about those pies galore. My Aunt Anne's apple pie will have you begging for more. Yo, Virginia the witch, how many leftovers are left up in that fridge?
So many leftovers, bitch. And I'm about to make me a turkey sandwich.
Cornbread and turkey thighs, mashed potatoes and apple pie. We got all the tasty fixins. This is a snack pack Thanksgiving. Sweet corn and casseroles. Denny's grab another bowl. Champagne's popping and it's fizzing. This is a snack pack Thanksgiving.
Yeah. There you go. Now you got a Thanksgiving song.
And we're shooting a video today at Virginia's house because she's got the fanciest house of the whole show.
Yes, she does.
You really do have the best house out of anybody here.
No doubt. So there you go. You got the video on the way. There's your new Thanksgiving track. We'll post that up so you can put that on a playlist.
And tomorrow, putting Kevin in a turkey costume. He's going to be the turkey in that.
Oh,
That's great.
I love it.
Slow-mo Kevin Ralston as a turkey.
Oh, that turkey's got a booty.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best part of the turkey, turkey butt.
I heard it in the song.
Yeah, it's the first thing you want to carve. Very nice. We'll put that. Where are we going to get that? It's going to be on our page, Spotify, all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, we'll put it. We'll probably put it too many places. You'll be so annoyed how much it's shared from myself.
Okay. All right, good. Let's make sure we get that going down. Let me see here. We've also got interesting little stats here. Now, the Snack Pack themselves, they got back together, and a lot of people said for a long time, Virginia, it's not going to happen. Just never. There's no way we're ever going to get the Snack Pack back together. But, things are happening. Now, the Snack Pack didn't go as far as Motley Crue did and draw up a contract promising that they would never get back together, and then they cornily blow it up.
Although that did happen a few times at Swampgrass Willie's when we were too drunk and had a couple fights.
I hate you. We're never playing together again.
This is it.
That happens.
I hate you too.
Snack Pack's over.
Next day, I love you, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. They probably all great groups have gone through it. Yeah.
Sure.
Snack Pack is, no different. But with the announcement, if you missed it, Motley Crue, they broke up in 2014, and they all signed a pact that they would never tour again together, and now they've announced a new tour.
Looky.
Yeah, with Def Leppard and Poison, and looky. So I guess it's possible anybody, even if they've gone so far as to sign a contract, that they could still get back together. So Rolling Stone, they gave the odds on several bands reuniting. So here are the odds right now. NSYNC. A lot of people talking about that. We can get NSYNC coming back together. We're going to have a reunion. Well, Rolling Stone says there is an 80% chance that NSYNC will reunite ... without Justin Timberlake.
I think they're going to reunite with him eventually.
I do,
I think
too.
in about 3 years, you're going to see Timberlake finally surrender, and they're going to do a tour.
He just needs to put out one more stink bomb album.
If he has a mediocre album and it doesn't go that well, if it's not a sexy back, you're going to see a reunion.
And I know lots of people like Man of the Woods, but I'm here to tell you, Man of the Woods wasn't that great.
I actually didn't hate a lot of that. Funny enough, I liked that song, Man of the Woods.
But it's no sexy back. It certainly didn't get the fire on the radio airplay.
No. Look at that. She gets on a couple tracks and then
I know.
misses music over here.
I kind of know a thing or two about music, so step off, you turkey.
Rolling Stone puts it at a 40% chance that NSYNC will reunite with Justin Timberlake. 80 without, 40 with.
He'll come back. He just has to get a little broke. He just has to feel the financial pain a little bit.
He's not going to be broke, but he has to feel that creative brokenness where he's not getting that everyone loving on him, and when that happens, that's when you're going to see it. I'm telling you.
They give the Fugees an 80% chance of getting back together. Wyclef Jean and Praz. I don't know. We'll
Lauren Hill.
Lauren Hill. Let's see if they can all get back together. Yeah.
I loved them.
Yeah.
I really did. She had a solo album that I ended up really loving.
It was a Grammy Award winner.
She's sexy.
Yeah.
80% chance. I hear she's very difficult to work with.
Who isn't, Kev? I mean, I work with a woman that's real difficult to work with.
I respect that about Lauren.
She was in Sister Act 2, I believe. Remember? Oh, sunny day. You don't...
I do, yes, absolutely. I know what you're talking about.
Oasis is an 80% chance to reunite, according to Rolling Stone. Now, it seemed like the two brothers, Noel and Liam, started to make up a little bit, and then I saw yesterday that one of them is accusing the other of sabotaging their social media account. So they're back to fighting. So, yeah, I don't know, but Rolling Stone still feels like maybe 80% chance. The Black Crowes at one point, those two brothers, they said they were never going to reunite, and that's part of the big announcements of being reunited. They're back together and actually touring right now.
I just saw them do, they're the ones that do Angel song?
Yeah, it says She Talks to Angels. Yeah.
They did a version of it on the Howard Stern show. They sounded good, man.
They're very talented. They had an amazing album in like 91. They were fantastic. Shake Your Moneymaker, I think was the name of it. It's a great album. They didn't do a whole lot after that.
You talk about bands that were always played on the Buzz. I'd always hear them on the Buzz.
Were they? Okay.
Yeah.
Very buzzy.
They were.
Uh-huh. You've got the White Stripes. They put a 60% chance of reuniting.
I always had a little crush on the drummer.
Meg White?
Yeah, I don't know.
Jack White.
Meg White. I had a little crush on her. She's kind of like alty, isn't she? Alternative.
She's very alty. Yeah, very alty. Genesis, they put at 40% chance. Better hurry up. Phil Collins' health is.
I mean, he is hanging on, y'all.
Yeah.
But there's only 90% that people don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
Does anyone care? I think that's cool.
Yeah.
But am I
old? Yes.
Yeah. REM, they put at 30% chance of getting back together. And then they've got Led Zeppelin, the Talking Heads, and the Smiths at only 10%. That's the odds of reuniting.
Were the Talking Heads? Did they always have songs that he would always sing and talk and sing, kind of like this a lot?
A little bit of a mix. They weren't as B-52s, I think is what you're talking about, but he had he sang a little bit more.
There's a lot of singy-talky back in that time.
Some of it, yeah. It was kind of the style, baby. That was alternative back in the day. So there you go. That's some of your odds. So the good news is the Snack Pack is back together, though, and they're coming up with a whole bunch of new Thanksgiving Day music.
And we got a new member, dog.
Yeah.
I've always been in the back wing.
Yeah, that's because you were always kind of obnoxious, but now you're
Okay, I got another song here for you. You guys ready for the hate song?
Oh, gosh, yeah, definitely. I was feeling too good, Kev.
Yeah, I know.
Bring you back down to reality.
There we go.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show. That sucks. That sucks. It stinks. You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Kevin, you always complain about how rude people are to you in Boca. You ever consider that maybe it's just you and people actually hate you in every city in South Florida?
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
I hope you have a miserable Thanksgiving, Virginia. You're literally the worst person on the airwaves. My husband hates you, and so do I. I'll be thankful when your radio station finally fires you.
You hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Jason, just stop. Stop with your stupid songs, stop with your stupid stunts, and just stop with your stupid life. You are like Forrest Gump, but without all of his talent and charm.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Denny's reminds me of the dog crap that gets stuck on your shoe. Stinky and annoying. Yep, producer dog crap is what Denny should change his name to. Hashtag F Dennys.
You hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show. That sucks.
That's quite a hashtag there.
Oh, yeah.
Hashtag F Denny.
We got to get that trending.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shirt.
It's funny. I was with Virginia yesterday, and I don't know what it is about the comment about Boca. I was there yesterday.
Oh my gosh, yes. I saw what happened to Kevin. I felt so bad.
I think it's just me. As soon as I enter the city limits of Boca, somebody is guaranteed to be rude to me. It's just, I always talk about this. Yesterday, we were trying to find this place, and it was in one of those kind of like industrial parks where every building looks the same, and there's about 4 different lines of these buildings that all look the same, and they don't really have any signs too much like on the outside to let you know where you are. So I'm looking at the numbers, and it's really not a heavily traveled road. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to just pull off to the side here to look, and I hear, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I look, and there's Virginia behind me. I'm like, well, that bitch.
But it was not me. It was the car behind me. I knew what you were doing. I knew you were looking at the email to see the address, and then you were looking up at the building to see which building it was. Because they all have the same address, but it's different suites. But they're different buildings.
But I'm so glad you were there to see it, because I swear, I can't. Every time I go to Boca, I come back with a story, and I'm feeling like people don't believe me. Virginia was actually there to see it.
I saw it. I knew what you were doing, and the person behind you gave you exactly 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And they were, laying on the wall.
I'm like, Boca, man. Freaking Boca.
Boca.
Yeah, that's Boca. That's just my experience with Boca. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, I had told you about this earlier. It was close to being what's on my mind, but I was talking about this Nextdoor that I'm always looking at. I get the emails, I get like 3 emails a day, and it's all the chatter. It's happening in my neighborhood. And it's fascinating to see all the stuff that's going on, all the internal drama, these people I don't really even know as neighbors. But there's some really creepy stuff going on, and what I thought was a pretty quiet, normal neighborhood, from that guy who was shirtless and he was, pleasuring himself on Shaker, was the road.
Me and Denny swear we fingered this guy. We know him.
He would like it.
Hey, now.
You'd like to join it? I'm going to see that post next.
Are you that lonely?
So now the guy's been joined by 2 other dudes who are...
And what a show it was.
What a show it was.
But we think we've zoned in on somebody. Matches the age, matches the behavior, just matches the whole thing.
So last night I'm reading Nextdoor, and my wife pointed this out to me too. She's like, "Did you see this thing? It's horrifying." I was going to talk about it earlier, but I'm like, I can't really do this when the kids could listen. So I'm going to tell you what I read on my Nextdoor last night that has got me kind of freaked out. Coming up next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
So I was telling you how much I love the whole Nextdoor concept. It's social media for your neighborhood, and it's connecting everybody together. And now the fights can become a lot closer and a lot more personal, which I really enjoy. So, I mean, you know, you didn't used to know these people really because you'd hide in your house, but now you hide in your house and you start blasting the people. And then when you go outside and actually see them, then you can continue the confrontation in your front yards.
I can see how it plays mind games with people because ever since you read that story about that guy on Shaker Way or Shaker Road, I'm looking at people, my neighbors going, that's the guy. I know it. He's got a look to him.
Yeah. I always thought everybody in my neighborhood was quiet, peaceful. It just doesn't seem like anything's going on. Not really many issues at all. But now I start looking at this Nextdoor and these postings, and there's all kinds of perversion happening all up and down the street.
By where me and you live at, I could not believe how many sex offenders are near us. And I'm by a school, too.
Yeah, I know.
I couldn't believe that. Virginia, very close. A lot of sex offenders by where I live at.
It looks like it. It's just, there's just
whatever. You're gonna insult people who live over there. It's a nice place. Again, not all of us live in DeQuesta.
It's creepy. There's spiders. It's just creepy.
I think spiders do exist in other places.
Oh, they don't have them in DeQuesta. Okay. If the ones in DeQuesta, they wear suits. The spiders.
Oh, they do.
Yeah,
okay.
they drive Bentleys.
They're sweet like the ones from Charlotte's Web.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, I read this post, and I didn't want to bring it up until a little bit later when the kids are likely in school.
Oh, is it that bad?
Well, it was something that got my attention. My wife and I were talking about it last night.
And this is in our area.
Yes, Village Crossing.
That's right in our area.
Yes.
I mean, we are really giving our address out, aren't we? We're pretty close. We're giving all the intersections.
It's not the first time.
Yeah. Leanna had posted this, and I'm like, okay. It says, "Watch your surroundings." And I'm like, okay, what a headline, right? I mean, we're starting off great. The headline, "Watch your surroundings."
Well, you always should. I agree with Leanna.
Well, listen to what Leanna has to say here in her post. In my neighborhood, I ask, no, I beg, that you guys teach your kids and even teach yourself to, in all caps, watch your surroundings. These human traffickers are pretending to be old, innocent women, but are actually trying to lure people in to be kidnapped. A friend of my brother's was almost kidnapped in front of Bear Lakes Middle School. A lady asked him, "Do you know where the Jehovah's Witness Center is?" He responded, "No." She then asked, "Do you know where the party is?" He responded, "No." Then she asked, "Do you need a ride home?" And he saw a guy in the passenger seat staring at him. Luckily, my brothers were meeting him halfway, so they saw what was going on. It sucks that we have to be mean or suspicious about everyone, but this is what the world has come to. Nobody is safe. Boy, girl, women, men. I mean,
he's climbing in your windows. He's snatching your people up, trying to rape them. So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they're raping everybody out here.
That's right.
Well, do we know for a fact they're sex traffickers?
I don't know. Yes, that's what I'm like going on.
I mean, what if
Leanne, I don't know if you maybe jumped to conclusions here.
Well, what if the guy, or what if there really was a party going on? What if there's a Jehovah's Witness party going on?
I don't think they party. I think they're anti-party.
Birthdays, at least.
I don't want to speak on that because I don't know.
They're anti-holiday party.
I'm just saying, unless there's an M. Night Shyamalan ending to this post, I don't know.
Leanna says, stop letting your kids walk home alone or go anywhere alone, even if it's to the park or the basketball court. Stop going jogging at 6 a.m. with no type of protection. Pepper spray, taser, gun, Always be alert.
I agree with that. Now, you shouldn't be out there alone. They are snatching people.
Signed, Kay Pennington. That sounds like my mom right there.
Yeah, here's where we are because, yes, the concept in the movies that back it up, it is sex trafficking is one of the most horrific and worst things that we have going on globally right now. And you hear the stats, and Florida is way above the averages, one of the tops in the entire nation for states with sex trafficking going on. You got something like the Super Bowl that is going to be coming up, which is just a sex trafficker's paradise. And then you read Leanna's post in my neighborhood. And I mean, are they becoming that brazen? And then the same week, I saw that video of the woman in Houston who was saying that it was one of those rideshare drivers that tried to abduct her. And she said, my gosh, be careful getting in these vehicles because even these sex traffickers are now posing as Uber or Lyft drivers.
My sister yesterday, I told you about her experience. She's walking her dog about 6 a.m. and she swears that the guy that was trolling on her and flashing a light at her and they kept following her, she swears he was up to no good. He was going to do something.
It sounds like he was.
It does sound like because he kept on going back.
He followed her.
He was
shined a light on her.
Speeding by where she lived at. She was really freaked out to the point where she has mace now. And you should have mace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting stuff. So I don't know how much to read into. Leanna, is she the neighbor that we have? And many of our neighbors are very dramatic.
She sounds like one of my family members.
Okay. So
but can you be too cautious?
No.
If they're out there snatching people, it's a good idea to A, use the buddy system. B, don't be out, even if you have a buddy, at dark walking around either in the morning or at night. It's just not safe.
With that post though, she's already.
Her mind's made up. Her mind's made up. These are sex traffickers that are driving around the neighborhood and they're, asking questions. I mean, okay. They do ask, okay, where's the Jehovah's Witness Center? Then do you know where the party is? Then do you need a ride home?
It is odd behavior.
Yeah, I mean, all those three questions together is kind of weird. And somebody texted and said, if somebody ever asks you where a Jehovah's Witness Center is, they don't know what they're talking about. They're not really Jehovah's Witness because that's not what they're called. And yes, parties are fine. So,
As somebody who lives in your neighborhood told me that the crime in your neighborhood is bad. They had a generator stolen out of their car. They feel like people are watching them in that parking lot by your house.
We do have, at least in my area, I'm a little bit further away from Kevin, but I'm closer to 95, and we are constantly having people break into cars because it's an easy grab for people. They'll wait till 2 or 3 in the morning, break a window, or some people leave their doors unlocked. I've been guilty of it as well.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said that, yes, it sounds like the same two individuals who approached a little girl at the Publix Plaza on Roebuck. They tried to give the little girl a Jehovah's Witness card. It's an old lady and a man in the passenger seat. There was a whole Facebook post about this. So.
Oh, that's them. That's got to be them.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Where is this face? I want to see what they look like. Because if they're in our area.
Yeah, you got to watch out for them.
Yeah. So there you are. But these, and there is a fine line between the boy who cried wolf and somebody who's really giving you a good heads up saying, hey, we're seeing these people that have suspicious intents lurking and preying on our children in our neighborhoods.
Depending on what kind of mood I'm in, though, I might jump in the car to party.
Well, you should jump in the car and tackle them.
Yeah, tackle. What are you doing? I'm just trying to... They're completely innocent.
Yeah, that's just it. So who knows?
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Definitely not the woman for you. Jbird, there's a woman in Tennessee that pulled a knife and chased her friend around a Wendy's parking lot for ordering too much food.
Too much food?
Yeah. Stop ordering so much damn food. Can't even believe that.
What do you care what somebody else is ordering?
I know, right?
I mean, just let people be people.
It's weird. Anytime I post something up when I have a bunch of food, there's always one or two Johnny-come-latelys. Are you going to eat all that or are you going to waste it? There's always a one, you know?
Seems like an interesting thought here. You ever seen those open houses they have where they just, boom, open the doors and they show you around and you're like, oh, if you like it, they're trying to get you to buy at least a house maybe on that block or something. Well, a couple in California got an interesting little scam going on. They go in like they're going for an open house. They steal the ice cream out of the freezer.
Oh.
It's weird, though. This is a national story. I've seen this story everywhere.
Yeah.
Is it that big of a
Why?
deal? Like, I get that it was wrong.
Yeah, I know.
But do we have to really stop the whole press and go, oh my gosh, they stole the ice
It's
cream?
just a regular, quick little, it's ice cream. Come on, man.
I don't get why it's getting so much attention.
Yeah. I don't know either. Maybe it's just a warning. If you're going to have an open house, people might steal your ice cream. Oh, no.
But there's worse things going on out there. It's just amazing how that caught fire.
I guess because they have it on video.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That makes it interesting. I do like video of people stealing.
Getting caught in the act and then thinking they get away with it.
Yeah.
Well, this is an interesting attempt at burglary. Actually, they were stealing their own item, but you can't steal your own item when it's actually a part of evidence in your trial. An Alaskan woman is facing new charges. She stole her own gun from an evidence box while in a courtroom.
I kind of get her point, though. I mean, it's hers. She bought it.
So it all started last year. She's drunk in a bar and she pulls out her gun and starts waving it around. I'm going to shoot everybody in here.
I get it.
She gets arrested. But they have a little break in the trial while she's in the courtroom, and she grabs the gun from the evidence box and then walks outside and tries to hide it in the snow.
That's so cool.
Then she tries to just calmly walk right back into the courthouse. No.
Amazing.
Yes, she was arrested while at trial for her own arrest. They added on more charges, of course. A guy in Texas found his Toyota Prius a few days after it had been stolen. And now here's the interesting thing. It had a full tank of gas, the tires were full of air, and he said, quote, "My Prius has never driven better."
Really?
Yes, they actually maybe did maintenance on it. I don't know. They stole it, fixed it up, and then he found it. He's like, hey, this is great. The only thing it cost him, the thieves did steal his Crocs out of the car.
Well, they did you a favor.
I think the price is right. I would trade Crocs for all that.
Am I the only person that likes Crocs?
Crocs are ugly.
I like them.
Oh, I don't like them.
There's a guy in Minnesota that used a stranger's Porsche as a battering ram last week to make a hole in the fence in an impound lot so he could get out his Nissan Altima.
I get it.
You devastate a Porsche to get out a Nissan Altima. The trade-off doesn't seem to be good.
They took your car. You're not thinking clearly.
Okay. Well, the cops easily tracked him down. He was arrested on more charges. Guy in Ohio got arrested for drunk driving. He was weaving around, traveling slowly down the road. Cops pulled him over. And they're like, you been drinking? He's like, yeah, I had several beers, but I didn't do any shots because I knew I had to drive.
That doesn't count, sir. You can't really do that.
If you're the cop, you go, hey, what did you just say?
And then he said, you know what? I also ate a lot, too, to absorb all the alcohol, so I can't be drunk. They're like, yeah, but maybe it's not just that because we just found a glass pipe. Are you high too, sir?
Just a little.
Well, yeah, of course. I'm very high, but
duh.
I'm not sure I'm necessarily drunk.
It's the holidays.
Yeah, they got him on both, so. There was a wanted criminal in Sweden. Got caught in a weird place on Monday. They found him sleeping in a bed at an IKEA.
I get it.
It's very tiring to be on the lam, Virginia.
When you are like in those furniture stores, you see those beds, they make them look so cozy.
They are cozy.
The pillows are so clean.
Oh, yes.
Crisp, clean, white sheets.
Gorgeous.
You're like, I just want to get in there and snuggle
Absolutely.
up.
You can't blame them. You can't blame them at all. Well, this doesn't sound fair. There's a husband and wife in Utah that were topless in their own home, but she was charged with a crime and he wasn't.
In their house?
Yeah, what they were doing was they were in their garage and they had stripped off their clothes just inside their home to get the itchy material from the insulation they were installing off their skin. That's when her stepkids came down the stairs and she told them, I should be able to wear exactly what my husband wears. You should not be embarrassed about this. But apparently the kids probably went and told the mom, who's not in the family. She's like, I'm pressing charges. You were topless in front of my children. And now she's facing 3 counts of lewdness involving a child. And if convicted, she could land in jail and stay on the sex offender registry for the next 10 years.
Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous.
It's pretty crazy, right? And that's, why a lot of women are fighting for the right to, hey, if guys can be topless and we can see your nipples, why can't you see ours?
Well, yeah, I'm definitely for that.
I mean, whoever, if it's the real mom of these kids or whoever called the cops, I hope the judge sees through this and says, this is ridiculous. She was trying to get insulation off of her and she stripped down so she wouldn't be itchy.
Right.
If you've ever had insulation on you, you know it is messed up and you got to get it off of you quick.
Absolutely, yeah. This seems crazy, but I mean,
it seems crazy.
It doesn't seem like it matches. She's going to be on the registry for.
No, it don't match. Please give them a judge with like sensibility.
Common sense, please.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. JetBlue's going viral. They apparently have a new security question that you can answer for your JetBlue account.
You're riding JetBlue. That's the airline you're taking to New Jersey.
Sweet.
It's my favorite airline. One of them.
I love it.
Okay, so Virginia, how do you answer this question that JetBlue has for your security question? What is the name of your favorite child?
Oh.
That's funny.
That is terrible.
Every parent's got one.
I do have an answer.
Oh, Virginia.
Every parent's got an answer.
Oh, Virginia.
It can change from week to week now.
Sure, I got you.
Depending on which kid is causing me the most trouble.
You're right. That's why it's a tough security question, because it can shift.
Yes.
Yes. And how would you like to stay in a hotel for just $1 a night?
Ooh, I'm in.
There is a little catch. You do have to agree to have your entire stay live streamed, and it's in Japan. And those are kind of freaky little things those Japanese are wanting to do with that video.
I don't like it. I don't want you watching me in a hotel room.
Is there a camera in the bathroom or is it just in the main area?
No, I think it's in, I don't know about the bathroom. Now, there are limitations, in this whole thing. Some of the rules are the guests are permitted to turn the lights off and the bathroom area is out of camera range.
Okay.
So that's what it is. So just for $1 a night, it's just we are such a voyeuristic society. We won't watch people doing maybe even nothing entertaining.
Me and Dennys were just talking about this, how people just like to observe people. Just watching them either eat, play a video game.
Well, that was it. The Thanksgiving thing we were talking about where you can get $250 for your Thanksgiving meal just to have it live streamed with no kids on it.
I've been wanting to put a secret camera in Jbird's house for years.
Oh, I know.
I mean, I would watch that thing 24/7.
You ain't ready for what you're about to see.
I think I am.
I don't think you're ready. I don't think Ralston's ready. I don't think you guys can handle it.
You don't think we'd handle it?
Us.
I'd like to try, yeah.
I would too.
Yeah, if it gets too much, I'll just turn it off, but yeah.
You'd be the easiest guy to set up a hidden camera on, and you would not notice it for about 8 months.
I don't disagree with anything you say.
You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
White clawing. What does it mean when it comes to relationships? It's one of those new terms that's out there. White claws everywhere.
It is. Great marketing.
Oh, yeah.
They're like tracking to make, I think, bazillions this year.
They have that other thing that truly, the marketing is not nearly as good as the White Claw.
Yeah, I don't know what it was with the White Claw. It just picked up. I was at Darbster last night. It's a great vegan place.
You went there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Ryan Beckett's cut. He loves that
they
place.
actually, I met Ellen, the owner, and she's like, Ryan Beckett comes in here a lot. I'm
he
like,
loves it.
He does.
Did you like the food?
It's fantastic.
Yeah, my sister, when she was going through a vegan thing, took me there, and they got good food.
It's very good stuff. Yeah, it's on Dixie, just a little south of Forest Hill, and really cool. And they are big listeners of the show, and they heard us talk about White Claw, and so they just added to the menu.
Really?
Because it's there at Darbster because of the KVJ show. So we should get a cut of this White Claw.
Oh, that's cool. They listen.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, April was there, and I got to see her, and her kid's a big fan. He's 11-year-old, so they listen every day. So thanks to them. It's a great place. But yeah, white clawing is where you stay with somebody you find boring only because you find them attractive. That's called white clawing. I don't know if it has anything to play with you drink a lot of White Claw in the relationship because when you're hammered, you don't necessarily care because they look hot and their boringness doesn't bother you, or maybe you have more fun when you're on the White Claw. But if you hear, I'm just White Clawing it, that means that you're with somebody that's attractive that you find boring. 27% of people say they have done this in a relationship. I think I've definitely dated somebody because they were hot and I could not stand them.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yes.
I think we're all guilty of that.
I mean, I just could not stand this, but they were a terrible person.
Yes.
They were so hot, Virginia. Just terrible person.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Yeah, well, I think part of it's being a guy. Part of it, I think, unfortunately, we're sometimes victims to, our appeal of the visual.
I've dated people that I'm like, I don't even like this. What am I doing, bro?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never dated anybody that I didn't like.
I bet people who dated you didn't end up not liking you.
Every single one. Working on Panda.
No.
But Virginia's so hot. You just had
She's just so hot, Kevin.
Every guy gets sick of it. Every single one, and I'm working on Panda.
Get sick of what? Just your whole act?
Yeah. This is a lot.
And I'm working on Panda.
This is
You're
a
wearing
lot.
them out, huh?
Panda is starting to get that stare, that 600-foot stare.
He ain't lying.
Yeah.
My dad had
what
that
have I
stare,
done?
too.
What have I done? There's another term called eclipsing. Eclipsing, this new dating term, is where you adopt the interests and hobbies of the person you're dating and pretend you've always liked them too.
I see girls doing that.
Yep.
I've seen a couple guys do it too, but more girls do that.
I love Bigfoot. Aliens? Oh, aliens are totally real. I mean,
I eat pizza every day.
I
all
love
day.
pizza. I love Bigfoot. I love aliens. Oh, you collect G.I. Joes?
Oh my gosh, I love G.I. Joes.
I love them.
totally have a collection of childhood toys too.
Right. Yeah. That's called eclipsing.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. Pretty much everybody Jbird dates does that.
No, that's not true. Don't pull a Virginia, get me in trouble.
45% of people, they say, have done this, eclipsing. I think I've probably adapted and tried to make it look in times like
You act like you're into something.
a little more, or at least I try to be like, okay, can I really get into this? And I've had relationships where after I realize it's really important to them and they're going to do it a lot, I'm like, well, I hate this. Like I've realized it's not going to work. Where you're like, I can't fake it.
I got a term for you.
Yeah.
Kitchuation. What does it mean when you're in a kitchuation? Kitchuation.
Kitchuation?
Oh my gosh, it went down. It was a kitchuation.
It's a situation that happens in your kitchen.
It's a fight in the kitchen over food. One person in the relationship eats the other person's food, hence kitchuation.
I have a feeling that's not a real term.
I made it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no one's using it.
Oh, okay.
In fact, you're getting hate text messages right now that I haven't said anything.
From me. You got to stop this guy.
There's going to be a kitchuation in here.
Dial toning. They say this is a new dating term. It's like preemptive ghosting, where somebody gives you their number, then ignores every call and text you ever send. 60% of people have had this happen to them. 35% have done it to somebody else. Dial toning, it just sounds exactly like
Who comes up with
this.
these annoying terms?
I don't know. No annoying people.
I feel like
dating.
whoever comes
we
up...
need a term for that.
That's how they talk.
It's going to be called dial toning. Tell all your friends. In fact, do a post about it right now so we can start getting it to trend.
Okay, no problem.
They got to get dial toning and Cosmo.
Cosplaying. It's a new term where a casual relationship ends, but the person eventually circles back to ask for a favor, like going to their band's show or supporting their Kickstarter. 61% of people say this has happened to them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had somebody I dated a long time ago and it didn't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of the blue, she hits me up for like $200. I'm like, I haven't seen you in 9 years. And you're coming at me for money?
What did she need it for?
She said she's hard, like rent or something. It reeked of a weird kitchuation, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yes.
Boom.
Were you in the kitchen?
Probably.
I thought a kitchuation had to be in the kitchen.
It was. I am going back on my own terms. I'm sorry. It's late in the show. You know I always fall apart in the 9 o'clock hour.
Please make Jbird shut up. When will that moron go home? Yes, they're all coming in.
Who is saying that? Because I'll go in commercial break and I'll text fight with the person.
It's your usual favorite.
J-Turd guy?
Yeah.
The coward from Broward. That guy will never come on. He's so obsessed with me, he will never come on and fight me on the air. You coward. Bring it on. He won't do it. He likes to just make comments and then hide like a little biatch.
What if you found out Dennys was the coward from Broward?
I would think that's very funny. Now, this guy...
All this time.
This guy hates me so much to the point where he really is slightly obsessed.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, he just hate text all day.
He don't like you either.
And yellow carding is when you call someone out for their bad dating etiquette. Like maybe they're not texting you back fast enough.
Okay.
Or, yes.
So what do? You text back, you just got a yellow card?
Yeah, it's yellow. Yeah, it's you're calling them out, being like, by the way, no, that's not going to happen. Or by the way, you need to. I'm not going to. This. I think your etiquette's bad. You need to do it this way.
Just be careful how much you're calling people out when you first start dating them, because eventually they're going to get sick of that and dump you.
Yeah.
In the beginning, you can't be calling people out too much.
In the beginning, we all lie who we are. You have to fake your happiness and then let it fall apart 6 months down the road.
Yeah, it's bingo.
That's when you let the mask off.
27% of people.
Take the Spanx off.
27% of people say that they have called somebody out on their bad dating etiquette. That you're not doing it right. That's happened.
We know Suits has been called out for ghosting.
That's true.
Yeah, he did. He got yellow carded.
Oh,
that's what that is.
She keeps trying to get on the air.
Oh, yeah,
And
her sister
furthermore-
did.
I say we get her on the air.
We had her sister on
I want
last
the
week.
deets.
Yeah, I love it. The family's on. We got her mom booked for tomorrow. Yellow carded. Throwing them out to Suits.
Your decision-making skills are on point. You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Uh-oh, somebody's calling out DJ Khaled. Apparently, DJ Khaled was spotted on Tuesday driving in a golf cart, smoking a stogie, and holding up traffic on Alton Road. And people are, like, honking at him, as you would expect in Miami. And he's just like, yep, whatever. One of the people who was interviewed by Page Six said, it's bleeping rude. He didn't give a bleep. He was there with a cigar in his mouth without a care in the world when I finally passed him. It's kind of like, hey, this is my town, and you guys are just lucky to be here. Was kind of the attitude.
So
Apparently
they don't think he's the best then?
No, they're not thinking that DJ Khaled is the best, and apparently he does it quite often because he drives the golf cart when he drops his son off at school. So he'll take him in the golf cart, and then you can just pretty much expect to see DJ Khaled there on Alton Road holding up traffic, just driving along. And that's not the kind of road that you want to be taking a golf cart on. I'm surprised you don't get pulled over for that.
I'm surprised either. What do you think about that, Sinicki?
I don't like it. I think if you're being rude to everybody else at rush hour, come on, get it together. People are in a hurry, too. You're not the only person dropping off their kids.
Yeah, and the cigar kind of adds to it, doesn't it? Because it's just like, and he's probably in a bathrobe or something.
It's probably an expensive cigar.
Yes.
An expensive golf cart. The cigar and golf cart cost more than your own car.
But if you can't keep up with the flow of traffic, then you shouldn't be blocking it.
Isn't he the one, too, that said he didn't like to... I don't know if I can say this on the radio. How can I say this friendly?
You can't. I know what you're trying to say.
She's going to stop you right there.
You need to sit
Just
down.
stop in your tracks.
You
we
know,
don't know.
Your work here is done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about,
I
though.
do.
Very
Yeah.
lazy.
Yeah.
You know,
Lazy lover.
Lazy lover.
There you go. Thanks for cleaning that one up. So, I do want to do a positive call out here to the 633 different scuba divers that scooped up trash from the ocean floor near the Deerfield Beach International Fishing Pier.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, they did it on Saturday. They got in the water and had to be in there for at least 15 minutes for it to count towards the tally of 633. But by doing that, they broke and set a Guinness World Record.
Nice.
Yeah, by cleaning up garbage.
It's a beautiful record. It helps all of us.
Yep.
Good for them.
That's the kind of stuff. You hear that, Khaled? You're doing good stuff.
I'm too busy smoking my stogie.
Yes. All right, Jbird, before we get to the After the Show podcast where you can tell us all your dirty stories.
Yeah. Save your filth for the podcast, you animal.
Yeah.
Are you done, Sinicki?
Never.
Give us your thoughts.
If the grass is greener on the other side, you can bet the water bill is higher.
Okay. Yeah.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.